Our entire universe is made up of energy, and all energy vibrates at different frequencies. This means that everything, from the tiniest particle to your grandest thought, resonates at a specific frequency. We are now coming to learn through extensive studies that this vibrational state and frequencies extend beyond physical objects. Over the course of this video, we will explore how our thoughts, feelings, and emotions create a unique vibrational state that shapes our reality. We will then look at how changing our current vibrational state can completely change the world we live in, not just for ourselves, but for those close to us. This isn't just about perception, it's about actively influencing the world around us. To understand our vibrational state, we must first put it into perspective. Dr. David Hawkins, a widely known author in the field of consciousness, offers a valuable framework. In his book, Power versus Force, he proposed a groundbreaking theory. He discovered a scale of consciousness, linking emotions to specific frequencies, ranging from 1 to 1,000. This scale reveals that each emotion has its own specific frequency and vibration. As Dr. Hawkins himself stated, health is a state of complete harmony of the body, mind, and spirit. When one is free from dis-ease or disharmony, the body resonates on a frequency that is natural and healthy. On the scale, it revealed that negative emotions like shame, guilt, apathy, grief, and fear vibrate at lower frequencies, while love, joy, peace, and enlightenment resonate at higher, more empowering levels. After numerous studies, Dr. Hawkins determined that the average person vibrates at around 207 on this scale. This is a frightening fact when we realize that the whole scale has the max range of 1,000. This book, with his detailed studies, was originally published 2 decades ago, and it doesn't take into account the boom of the internet and the added stresses of today's society. If the same studies were done today, it could be likely that this average score would be even lower. These low scores on the scale were caused by the invisible bindings or chains that were indoctrinated onto us since we were children. With internal factors such as limiting beliefs and bad habits that we were taught early on, as well as traumas that happened to us. Additionally, the external factors of distress and anxiety from negative media and societal pressures play a huge role in where we are today. So why aren't we trying to fix this low vibrational state that hinders our creative potential and overall satisfaction with life? It's almost like we're stuck in a loop, unknowingly operating within a system that thrives on keeping us down. But there's hope, and we can indeed break free of these chains that keep holding us down. We have the ability to raise our vibrational state, and that is the key to greener pastures. Here is the really cool part. No one can stop you from changing your vibrational state. That power is all yours and no one else's. You see, by aiming for a level of 500 or higher, the frequency of love, life can transform dramatically. Pain, stress, and struggle begin to fade, replaced by abundance, joy, and a magnetic pull towards our true desires. Think of the frequency spectrum as a hill that you are pushing a cart up. All the negative frequencies are at the bottom of the hill, and toward the top, all the positive, uplifting frequencies. When you are near the bottom, it is difficult to push up the hill. It seems arduous, and you get brought back down with any hindrance that you may run into. But that is not always the case. You see, when you get near the top, the hill begins to flatten out. Things become easier, and you are no longer burdened by the heavy load of the world, making your progressive journey continually easier as you progress. We all have a base frequency, influenced by our underlying thought systems. These are our beliefs, thoughts, and actions, each playing a crucial role. These systems, often unconscious, act like pre-programmed software, shaping our vibrational state and ultimately the circumstances we attract. This is where the law of attraction comes into play. As Wayne Dyer once said, "As you think, so shall you be." Our reality reflects our internal world. The problem is that the majority of these thinking processes are unconscious. We are not even aware that we have them. Instead, they operate like pre-programmed algorithms that, when activated, produce consequences and outcomes, whether we are cognizant of them or not, and not caring if we like them or not. But here is the fascinating part. Our emotions act as a real-time indicator. At each and every moment, they signal the frequency associated with each thought, belief, word, and action. By understanding this connection, we can learn to consciously cultivate a higher vibrational state, leading to a more fulfilling and empowering reality. You see, each vibratory state has a certain amount of vital energy, the energy needed to live a happy and meaningful existence. Every thought, belief, word, and action you take either fuels or depletes this energy. It is in knowing this that you can make conscious choices to raise your own frequency. Emotions also play an even bigger role in things. As you might think, your thoughts trigger your emotions, but it's actually the other way around. There's a hidden base program of unconscious thoughts and feelings that shape your conscious thoughts and emotions. For when you're peaceful, your base program reflects that peace, and your thoughts naturally follow suit. The emotions that arise from these peaceful thoughts then reinforce the positive base program, creating a self-perpetuating cycle. The same goes for negativity. The concept of being on a roll or in a rut would fit here perfectly. Which do you feel like you're in right now? But you might say that we don't directly choose our emotions. And as that may be true, the real choice lies in the beliefs you hold, the thoughts you think, the words you speak, and actions you bring into existence. If you're not comfortable with how you're feeling, you have the power to alter the ideas that underpin it, the ideas that lead to it, the statements that affirm it, and the deeds that lend credence to it. This process is gradual, not an overnight leap. For example, moving from shame, low energy, to guilt, slightly higher energy, to apathy, even higher, is a step-by-step progression. These steps require a small amount of energy when compared to the upper tier of the scale requiring more energy to shift. But each change you make will be reflected in your body, with each emotional level having a corresponding energy level, allowing you to progress further up the ladder. But we run into another problem. People often resist uncomfortable emotions, trying to force them away. This actually reinforces them. Acceptance is key. It doesn't mean liking your emotions, but allowing them to be without judgment. This allows them to flow through you without resistance. Surrender, simply allowing yourself to feel what you feel, is the most effective way to deal with emotions. Acceptance itself raises your vibration, around 350 on the Hawkins scale. By accepting your current state, you can break free from lower vibrational states and elevate yourself. Dr. David Hawkins, in his book, Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender, offers a powerful insight. The more we hang on to our negativity and small self-image that results, the less we think we deserve. If we have a small view of ourselves, then what we deserve is poverty, and our unconscious will see to it that we have that actuality. This quote emphasizes how our inner state, vibration, can influence our external reality. Holding on to negativity lowers our vibration, making us feel undeserving of abundance and attracting experiences that reflect that belief. Conversely, acceptance allows us to move beyond negativity and begin aligning with a higher vibration. Personal growth and manifesting reality require a delicate dance between effort and surrender. While letting go and allowing things to unfold naturally is important, so is taking conscious action in the present moment. Focus on the journey, not just the destination. True joy comes from the process, not just reaching the goal. Balancing effort and surrender allows you to create something with intention, but then trust the universe to deliver it in the best way. When you truly accept everything that's happening to you, including anxiety and doubts, you let it go without resistance, repression, suppression, and expression, allowing it to flow through your life without impact. That is the power of surrender. It doesn't bring your vibration state down, but upraises it. Notice where it belongs on Hawkins' scale, at the level of 350. Dr. Hawkins further explains in his book, letting go does not mean losing control. It means that we no longer struggle to hold on to a specific outcome. Letting go allows us to align with a higher vibration and potentially experience a more positive outcome. By focusing on the present moment and taking inspired action, we co-create with the universe, trusting that a better reality is unfolding. Interestingly, the concept of surrender isn't limited to Dr. Hawkins' work. Michael A. Singer, a successful entrepreneur and self-made billionaire, writer of the New York Times bestseller book titled The Surrender Experiment: My Journey into Life's Perfection. It emphasizes the point of surrender and the benefits it had on his life. In the book, he states, "All the events that had unfolded so far in my experiment with surrender had shown me that the more I was willing to let go of the inner noise created by my personal likes and dislikes, the more I could see subtle synchronicities in what was unfolding around me. These unexpected concurrences of events were like messages from life gently nudging me in the direction she was going. I listened to these subtle nudges instead of listening to the not-so-subtle mental and emotional reactions caused by my personal preferences. Your actions and focus are within your control. The more you obsess over what you can't control, the less control you have. Instead, cultivate gratitude and abundance by focusing on what you already have. We attract what we focus on, so dwelling on lack only brings more lack. This aligns with the truth stated by Dr. Hawkins. Happiness is not the result of getting something you desire. It is the consequence of aligning yourself with something that is already there, your own inner power. Book I, Reality and Subjectivity. True happiness comes from within, and that inner power is accessed by aligning with a higher vibrational state. Successful reality creators focus on their desires and take action towards them. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges, but rather choosing where to direct your attention and energy. Your energy flows where your focus goes, and that's where things manifest. However, excessive focus on the goal and the gap between where you are and where you want to be can be counterproductive. Dr. Hawkins said, "True power is not in forcing, but in allowing. It is not in manipulating, but in aligning." Book I, Reality and Subjectivity. Forcing outcomes through sheer willpower goes against the natural flow of the universe. Instead, focus on achievable steps and then surrender the outcome to the universe. Placing something on a pedestal creates obsession and resistance, lowering your vibration. By reducing the importance of the end goal and focusing on present actions, you eliminate resistance and allow things to flow naturally. To raise your vibration and create your desired reality, be aware of your thought systems. Observe your emotions to identify your vibrational state and make adjustments if needed. Practice acceptance and letting go to move beyond lower emotions. Lastly, surrender. Trusting the universe to collaborate in manifesting your desires. By directing your attention and energy towards what you want to experience, without obsessing and with full confidence, you become a master of your own reality and live the life you've always dreamed of. It's important to remember, we cannot change others. We can only change our own energy field, which then indirectly affects everyone around us. Dr. Hawkins' book, Healing and Recovery, The Power of Letting Go of What Hurts. By changing our own vibration, we can influence the energetic field around us, potentially impacting others in a positive way. We will then radiate positive energy, contributing to a more harmonious world for everyone. And that is a world I want to live in. Until next time, nurture your light.